score now, can get right back in it. What did you think about the way you guys killed off that power play? I mean, you weren't happy about the power play, but
no, I mean, first, the penalty, and then, too many men twice. But it just shows our character. The guys that came out there and killed it, Jake, Bosso, and Edgar, it was unbelievable. And as I said, after the game, it was 12-4. They almost had a three-pointer. Capinos came up with a big save, and then we made it 18-4. So not only did we kill it 2 men down, then the next 2.5 minutes we made it 18-4. That's what championship teams do. And those people who are watching the games, they see what kind of class that they're up against.
I said after they slammed the plexiglass, they slammed the door.
Yeah.
All right, now you're ahead. You're ahead against that team, and what do you expect Sunday to be like? And then I want to ask you about Joey, because that just seems kind of bizarre. But what do you expect Sunday? How intense do you think Sunday will be, based on the way this match finished with some physical play?
I think the first 15 minutes is going to be hairy, but after that, I think it's going to settle down. They've got to come out and win a game. We can go in there and sit back. We can go in there in high pressure. It doesn't really matter. The onus is on them. We did our job, and we did it with class. We did it with urgency. We did it professionally. So maybe we ride out the first 15 minutes. But the way that we're playing right now, we're going to keep pushing because we're not, necessarily looking just at Syracuse, but March 11th game, because we have something to prove there too.
So Joey's going to a club in China.
So he's going for a trial for 2 weeks to China and Hong Kong.
And he literally couldn't wait 48 hours.
That's what it is right now. Unfortunately, I mean, listen, he's 25 years old. He's got an opportunity to do something, special that he believes that could catapult his career to another level. I look at me when I came to Rochester to play for the Rhinos. I won a championship in Cleveland, and I had a contract there. I told Al Miller, I'm not coming back unless you pay me what Hector makes. I knew they weren't going to do that. I took the risk, and I ended up playing here and in Buffalo. This is an opportunity for him, and the franchise would never stand in his way. I'm proud of him. I don't want him to go. My family doesn't want him to go, but it's a good thing for him.
And Joe, Capinos game tonight, as you said, that 4 saves there in the first quarter, they were just outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, Joey, after Sunday's game, giving up 23 points, I met with him a couple times this week. We've been working on, him standing up tall, and he did. For a guy who's 5'8", he stood like he was 6'5". And if we're going to win a championship, he's got to be able to stand up and be 6'5".
Now, coming off that Baltimore game, the closest you ever come to beating them, despite the loss, was there momentum gained from that to coming into tonight?
Absolutely. I think we were the better team that night. We gifted them probably 12 to 14 points. Where if Joey played like he did tonight, it would have probably been 23 to 5. It would have been a similar result, I believe, and that's what I expect when we go, into Baltimore. Once we take care of business on Sunday.
Would you say that tonight was probably the best defense that the Lancers have played all season, best defensive game?
I think we've had a few, but this ranks right up there with the rest of them. Especially being down 2 men, 5 versus 3, killing that penalty for 1 minute and 54 seconds, whatever it was, and then answering the bell with 2 quick goals. Right after that to go up, 16-4, and then 18-4. So yeah, it was a great effort. And our last home game, possibly if we get another one, great. But we showed the fans that were out there how good we are, and it was a great game for Joey to farewell to going to bigger and better things.
Do you think Mauricio getting credit for a 3-point on that second goal kind of took a little bit of steam out of them, because it put you up 6-2 after they scored the first goal of the game?
Yeah, I mean, it was a 3-pointer. It doesn't matter if it's deflected or not. So yeah, I mean, we answered it. We went down 2-0, answered it 3-2, and then answered it again 6-2, and then kept going, kept our foot on the gas pedal. So, anytime you can get a 3-pointer and then another 3-pointer, it switches it around, and the guys answered the bell, and that's what we need.
Okay, all right. Thanks.